Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of February 3rd, 2024, General Kun Kim, member of the Politburo of the Central Committee of the Cambodian People Party, the first vice chairman of the Rescue Committee, vice president and general secretary of the Cambodian Veteran Association, visited and requested to the leader of the province. Receiving the delegation, there were Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Bronze Party Committee, head of the National Auxiliary Delegation of the province, Mr. Phạm Thai.
Recalling the good relationship between Vietnam and Cambodia, Mr. General Kun Kim, Politburo member of the Central Committee of the Cambodian People's Party, the first vice chairman of the Rescuing Committee, vice president, and general secretary of the Cambodian Veterans Association would like to thank Vietnam for the help in the past and today for the construction and protection of Cambodia. Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, head of Provincial National Assembly delegation Phạm Hùng Thái thanked the feelings of the General Kun Kim and the members of the delegation for TayNinhTV province, and at the same time hope that in the coming time the cohesive relationship between the two sides will become stronger and contribute to cultivating the growing relationship between Vietnam and Cambodia.
On the occasion of visiting and wishing tea to the leaders of TayNinhTV province, in the morning of February 3rd, General Kun Kim, member of the Politburo of the Central Committee of the Cambodian People Party, the first vice chairman of the Rescue Committee, vice president and general secretary of the Cambodian Veteran Association, is the leader of the delegation with the leaders of TayNinhTV province to visit the Martyr Cemetery, Hill 82, Tân Biên. Joining the delegation, there were General Ni Kun, member of the Central Committee of the Cambodian People's Party, advisor to the chairman of the National Disaster Response Committee of Cambodia, General Chihi Sidara, Central Committee of the Cambodian People Party, Deputy General Secretary of the Cambodian Veteran Association, Mr. Longti, member of the Tabong Khmer Provincial Council. On the side of TayNinhTV province, there is the standing deputy secretary of the Bronze Party Committee, head of the Bronze National Auxiliary Delegation, Mr. Phạm Thai, leaders of Armed Forces Unit, and number of the relevant departments and branches. At the cemetery of Martyr Hill 82, Tân Biên, the resting place of more than 15,000 martyrs, including more than 10,000 raised of martyrs who are soldier, volunteer, Vietnamese experts sacrificed in the Cambodian battlefield. The delegation offered incense, offered flowers, and spent a minute of silence to show respect, deep gratitude to the martyrs who bravely fought and sacrificed for the cause of national liberation, fulfilled their lofty international obligation, built and protected fatherland. After offering incense at the moment, the delegation came to burn incense on its grave of the martyrs who died in the Cambodian battlefield, who were resting at the 82 Hill Martyr Cemetery.
And on February the 2nd, Mr. Nguyễn Đại Thi, member of the Standing Committee of Provincial Party Committee, standing vice chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council, visited and gave gifts to policy families, the people who had married to revolution, citizens turned for 100 years old and citizens over 100 years old in Tân Biên district. The delegation visited Mrs. Trần Thị Văn, born in 1922, Mrs. Phạm Thị Rê, born in 1923, were the citizens over 100 years old, and Mr. Nguyễn Văn Tha, born in 1956, was a resistant activist who was contaminated with the chemical poisons at a rate of 35%. Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Ánh, born in 1952, was a 22nd wounded soldier. And Mr. Nguyễn Hữu Điệt, born in 1959, was wounded soldier with a rate of 22%. At the display visited on behalf of the provincial leaders, Mr. Nguyễn Đại Thi graciously visited her house and shared the advantages and difficulties of the life on each policy families and citizens over 100 years old, and at the same time giving each family a debt gift and 1 million Vietnam dong in cash for the policy families, 2.5 million Vietnam dong for the citizens in and over 100 years old.
In the morning of February 3rd, 2024, the delegation of Tây Ninh Province led by Mr. Yu Trong, member of the Standing Committee of the Bronzo Party Committee, standing vice chairman of the Bronzo People Committee, visited and restayed to her units in Ho Chi Minh City. The delegation visited and restayed to 115 People Hospital, Jarai Hospital, Ho Chi Minh City University of Medicine and Pharmacy Hospital. These are also units that have coordinated with the TayNinhTV health sector to effectively implement the prevention of the COVID-19 epidemic in the past time. In its place to visit, on behalf of the People Committee of the Ninh Province, standing vice chairman of the Bronzo People Committee, Mr. Yu Trong, visited, presented gifts, and sent new spring greetings to all officials, doctors, employees of units who are always dedicated and busy with the task of protecting and taking care of people's health, especially in the days of the traditional Tet holiday, and wishing to receive more coordination and support within so that the Bronzo health sector become more and more further improve the quality of expertise in the local people health care.
In the morning of February 2nd, the City Party Committee, the People's Council, and the People's Committee, the Vietnam Phalang Front Committee of Dang Bang Town held a meeting to celebrate the party and celebrate the spring season of the Dragon in 2024. Attending the event, there was Mr. TayNinhTVToday, former chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Mr. Võ Văn Dũng, provincial member, secretary of Dang Bang City Party Committee. At the meeting, the delegates were informed of the results of implementation of the task of social, political development in Dang Bang Town in 2023, and during the year, the economic society of Dang Bang Town developed stably, achieving many important results. The social welfare and the work is paid attention to, and the social order and safety is ensured. The national defense and security are maintained. On the same day, the leaders of Dang Bang Town organized a delegation to burn incense and murders cemetery to commemorate and express their deep gratitude to those who laid down for the peace and independence of the nation.
In the morning of February 2nd, at the National Historical and Cultural Relief site of the establishment of the first Communist Party base of Tây Ninh Province in Chong Nung, belong to Londa Hamlet, Long Vinh Commune, Châu Thành District Party Committee, held a meeting to celebrate the 94th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of Vietnam. On this occasion, the People Bureaucracy of Tây Ninh Province presented 30 gifts to disadvantaged households in Londa Hamlet, Long Vinh Commune, on the occasion of preparing to celebrate the New Year. In 2024, each power 500,000 Việt Nam đồng.
And on February the 1st, the delegation led by Mr. Yu Văn Thắng, provincial member, vice chairman of Provincial People's Committee as the head of the delegation to visit and wish the protective and the units of the armed forces on duty on the border in Long Phuc Commune of Bến Cầu District. At the border guard station 847 of Long Phuc, representatives of Long Phuc station units of Long Cương station, the local team observation post T47, report the results of the performance of the border security protection task and mass mobilizing work and propaganda in 2023. The vice chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Yu Văn Thắng, recognized the contributions of military, soldiers, and border guards in activities to protect the territorial sovereignty and national borders, wishing the officers and soldiers a happy new year and many new victories.
In the afternoon of January 31st, TayNinhTV Social Insurance coordinated with the People Committee of Trường Tây Commune, Hoa Thanh Thao to organize the program giving health insurance card to people in difficult circumstances on the occasion of spring in 2024. At this program, delegate and sponsor awarded 30 health insurance cards with a 6-month expiration that to people in difficult circumstances in Trường Tây Commune, in which more than 20 households are ethnic Khmer people. At the same time, the delegate also visited Angkor and visited to households. It's known that since the end of November 2023, the Social Insurance has mobilized resources to contribute more than 668 million Vietnam đồng to buy 2,758 health insurance cards for people during the Tet holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, February 3rd, the whole party, the whole people, and the whole army celebrate the 94th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of Vietnam, February 3rd, 1930, February 3rd, 2024. In the 94th spring, the party accompanied the nation to overcome all obstacles and challenges, radially won great victories, bringing Vietnam from a country not named on the world map to a country with a role, position, and prestige in the international arena. Just as General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng affirmed, our country has never had the international base, potential, position, and prestige as it is today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year, 98 years old, 70 years old, Mr. Trần Thế Khoai in Suda Community of Human Châu District still told himself to continue to contribute to the party, but the most practical is to educate the children and grandchildren of the family and the team of young party members in the locality to have always exemplary in all activities, and the party is always fulcrum of five motivation for him to constantly strive and train and set a good example for his descendants and the people in his residence to study and follow. Now the cell, the party committee also mobilized me to take a break from activities to reduce hardship, but I see that when I join the party, I promise that I will live with the party and serve the party until the last breath, so I keep living. For TayNinhTV province in the party's leadership until now, the history of the revolutionary struggle of the party committee and the people of all ethnic groups in TayNinhTV has been glorious, with many glorious victories in gaining the power. The resistance war against the French colonialists and the American Empire was free of the tradition of valorous resilience in the revolutionary pace, promoting the tradition of the revolutionary homeland and overseas. The party committee, the government, and also the own class of the people in the province have overcome difficulties, overcome challenges, and make efforts to accomplish the political goals and tasks of each year. And with the great efforts, high determination of the whole political system, creative dynamism of economic sectors and the people classes, the socio-economic community of 2023, we continue to achieve outstanding and comprehensive results, specifically showing that we have achieved most of the basic socio-economic targets set by the resolution of the Provincial Party Committee in 2023, including outstanding aspects of our economic growth rate is higher than the general average of the country and ranks second in the Southeast region. 4 over 4 of the targets of the party building was achieved and stated the proposed resolution, in which the whole province submitted for 1,174 party members, basically reduced in the situation of party members being removed from the party. Promote the implementation of solutions to reduce the situation of party organization and party members violating discipline according to project number 2 of the Provincial Party Committee. The Provincial Steering Committee for Anti-Corruption and Negativity focuses on directing and urging the speed of the trial of corruption and economic cases in the area, actively implement solutions to prevent and against corruption from early and remotely, and strengthen self-examination and supervision, focusing on the areas that are prone to corruption and negativity. The task in 2024 we set is quite difficult and challenging, but with the result achieved, although not as expected in 2023, we have also granted some foundations to accelerate the development in 2024. I hope that the party committees, the party members, especially leaders at all levels, will promote the sense of responsibility, the will and aspiration to rise up for the homeland of TayNinhTV, and determined to act and complete the political tasks of 2024. Celebrating the party to celebrate the spring season of the Dragon in 2024, together with the whole country, the party committee, the government, and the people of the TayNinhTV province, votes forever follow the revolutionary path that the party and alcohol have chosen. Building the party committee more and more clean and strong, continue to take efforts to overcome difficulties and challenges, and successfully implement the resolution in 2024, creating a solid premise to enter the new term of 2025 and 2030, and determined to build an increasingly rich and more beautiful and civilized province. And with a spirit of source and enthusiasm, the forces have removed hundreds of unauthorized advertising stickers on the key roads. Speaking at the event, Colonel Nguyễn Bảo Chi, Deputy Head of the Department of Party Affairs and Political Work, shared that it is a meaningful and real activity in the fight against the crime, especially the Black Reddit. And at the same time, it also contributes to returning beauty to the roads and the streets to a civilized and clean city. With this launch, with the aim of mobilizing the propaganda of the people and households around the key roads, join hands with the police force to join hands to prevent the illegal use loans, online loans, and disguise unsecured loans. In fact, there have been many victims because of the party who believe in these lending contents, and therefore, in addition to exploiting the functional forces of also propagate and remind the people about the harmful effects of believing in the advertising content of loans in this kind of forms. In addition to going to the army to remove the advertisements this time, advise the people not to contact the phone numbers for the reason that at first we thought it was the normal interest rate, but in many cases paying interest rate without running out of debts. So it is recommended that the people should not borrow or to avoid the future consequences. And the release of the army to remove the advertisement and classifieds that have not in the right place like this not only contributes to bringing the urban beauty but also affects the people awareness. Absolutely do not believe in the content of loans as avoiding falling into the trap of criminals, especially on the coming of that holidays. Consumer demand increases.
Dear audience, the birth of the Communist Party of Vietnam associated with the name of leader Nguyễn Ái Quốc Hồ Chí Minh. Many young patriots have been trained, guided, and given life to the revolutionary fire by leader Nguyễn Ái Quốc, who have struggled and sacrificed to repair and carry out the victory of the August Revolution, the establishment of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam in 1945, opening a new era for the Vietnamese nation.
More than 100 documents, artifacts, images, precious documents about the President Ho Chi Minh, about the first officers who were nurtured, cultivated, and trained by alcohol are being introduced to the public by the National History Museum in collaboration with the Archives of the Party Central Affairs to the display of Red Seals. President Ho Chi Minh's original revolution wrote with many documents, artifacts, and images of the first communist soldiers contributing to the establishment of the Communist Party of Vietnam. For the first time, Mr. Ngô Gia Tự house were recreated with a couple of sentences on both sides of the door showing the medal of the revolutionary soldier, and the lamp posted was introduced to the public also. In the period of 30 to 45, extremely rare memorabilia, even in this gallery, and they are only soldiers. We have only the artifacts associated with the life and the career of that soldier. Come to exhibition today to improve and cultivate the revolutionary ethics to the historical story tone. The artifacts that show themselves are even more poignant that the contribution of the President Ho Chi Minh and the soldiers over 90 years of the Communist Party of Vietnam. And the exhibition also raised the image of revolutionary soldiers in a prison that was once called hell on earth, extremely harsh conditions of detention and brutal torture. Party members secretly established the party cell to gather exchange and collect and compile political theory documents, organized cultural theoretical classes, cultivated Marxism, Leninism, and making an important contribution to the future course of the national independence. And we only see that it is a service spirit to get the public to come here to see the images like this and feel and think that what we have to do to preserve the country. The display is open to visitors until the March of 2024 at the National History Museum.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.